Okay, an important thing to note, if you try to record something and it has to go through a recording box which doesn't accept HDMI, it's probably best to change the settings so you're doing an audio output through SCART. You know, just future reference. So we should have sound now, which will be great. I better adjust it slightly so you can hear me over the sound. I think a volume of 5 seems to be right. And yes, vanilla is my backdrop. I like the quirky ones from Final Fantasy games. Shut up. Especially if your name is Gaia. Shut up. Not that she'd ever watch this, but she can still shut up. Actually, she's lovely, but she always takes a piss out of me for the vanilla thing. Don't know why. Vanilla's awesome. I'm not sure that funny message is going to come up on the screen, but hopefully not, and if it does, just ignore it. So, yeah, Valkyrie Profile 2, Silmeria. Let's just enjoy the cutscene for the moment.
Danger.
From what? You can't tell?
How do you know?
I don't sense anything.
If she says we're in danger, we are.
He's right. Open your eyes, Alicia.
Run! Escape from the castle! This way, quickly.
Hurry! Quickly! I know. Don't rush us.
Over there!
Silmeria, return at once.
I won't. I won't return to Valhalla.
You'll disobey Odin to your last breath. So be it. But be warned, Japan will not be spared.
Thank you. There's no going back now. Let's go.
Okay, so now we've seen the introduction, let's just check the settings are fine. That looks good. That looks good. Hold on. Change out. Skip special attack sequences. No. Right, other than that, environment. We want lots of text, lots of battle voices, and decent sound. Yep. And we want to press circle when we want to press X. So why Valkyrie pray for Silmeria? Well, first let's go over that introduction we just saw. Yeah, well that is fine. Most of these things won't make much sense until we start getting into the game. I just want to go over the introduction. What we saw was Alicia, who apparently has a person called Silmeria within them, who needs to return to Valhalla. So one can presume that this person is a god or goddess, as the case may be. And they were being chased by another goddess, one assumes. And they escaped. So, you know, good on them. Right. I don't know whether I should really... It's very tempting to spoil things, but I'm going to try not to. I will explain the story of the first game, though. More or less. Oh, and we ended in the field of I believe they're called weeping lilies. They're very pretty, but they're not very good for you. It's a very famous location in the first game. I don't think there's any conversation for a little bit. So, why a Valkyrie profile Silmeria? Valkyrie profile Lenneth, or Valkyrie profile, the original version in other words, was never released in the UK until the PSP. It was released originally on PlayStation 1 in Japan and America, and it's a game focusing on Norse mythology. You play as the Valkyrie Lenneth, and you have to collect Einherjar to fight in Ragnarok, or kind of the end of the world. And that's the basic storyline. Things get a lot more complicated along the way, but I'll save that for later. I loved the original game, absolutely loved it, and I have to say the sequel, it's a good game, but it's not as popular. I can't remember when she starts talking. I think it's soon. I don't know why she's wearing this big stupid cloak. She like never wears it for the rest of the game. So she, whatever ability to make her hide it gives her, obviously doesn't help that much. And of course the gondola, you know, the most natural and easiest way to get around a new town. Not suspicious at all, and plenty of easy escape routes. Or to be fair, if you can jump as high as this girl can, you can probably jump off a gondola onto a bridge, so whatever. A statue of a Valkyrie. There are 3 Valkyries, Lenneth, Christ, and... well, I'm sure you can guess the other one's Silmeria, who we happen to know appears to be inside Alicia somehow. Exactly what that means will become clear later on. As for Alicia, all we really know about her so far is that she seems to sleep in the middle of an empty room without a bed, and she seems to have her own castle. Yeah, defying the gods is kind of a recurring theme in Valkyrie profile. Get used to it. I could have sworn she spoke in that cutscene, but I guess not.
Is this the harbor of Solde? To think that
but Japan is only a short journey across the sea from where we are.
That's why we're here. To go to Japan.
What?
You must return home. We have to tell the king to prepare for war immediately.
War?
The gods will launch an attack on Japan, just to lure us out.
War? Because of us?
That's his way. Odin's way.
But my father will never listen to anything that I have to say.
Then I'll make him listen. I won't tolerate the arrogance of the gods, let alone some kings.
I really don't want to go back to Japan.
How could you say that now? What did we leave the castle for?
I thought it was to run away.
Where?
Someplace far.
Naive. Christ will follow us wherever we go. She'll kill you just to summon my spirit back to Valhalla.
Just because you're also a Valkyrie?
Yes. It is forbidden for two Valkyries to exist upon Midgard at the same time. And I have several Einherjar with me. Odin would like them transferred. Even though I exist only as thoughts in your soul, I am violating the laws of the gods. Remember, we are in danger.
I know already!
We need to prepare ourselves before heading to Japan. We might have fighting ahead of us.
But I can't fight! I told you before, it's way beyond me!
Then we'd better find companions who can.
Who?
Don't worry about it. Just do as I say for a while. Now hurry to the docks.
Liner service canceled today. All departures suspended due to an accident. I've said it 1,000 times. There are no plans to resume service. Give me a break! You mean there are no other ships? No means no!
This is the work of Christ.
So, what should we do?
She may be lurking nearby. First things first, we have to get out of here.
Should we wait somewhere until they start sailing again?
We don't have time. We'll use the underground path.
What underground path?
Hold on. Talk to the man over there, and ask him to come with us.
Which man?
Who else could I be talking about? That guy right there!
Why him?
Ask me later. Just go.
I can't.
Just go and ask him!
Huh? Can I help you?
I, know a great way to reach Japan, and if you wouldn't mind coming with me?
Why me?
Forgive me. I did not introduce myself. I am Alicia, Princess of the Kingdom of Japan. I am concealing my identity for a reason. It is imperative I return to Japan immediately. I am in need of an escort. Seeing you unfazed by the commotion, I could tell you were a man of great caliber. Of course, you will be adequately compensated. Will you accompany me?
Sounds fair.
Then follow me. The rest should be easy. Don't tell him more than he needs to know. Yeah.
Okay, we got the introduction done and we're finally, free to move about. We can hop a little bit, we can run left and right, we can talk to this person. Pirates, huh? They're probably wrinkly old lechers. Am I waiting for the boats to sail? Nah. Pirates are burning ships to make a raft. That's wonderful advice to give to this girl walking by herself. Okay, technically we have someone with us, but... So you can run across onto this boat, and you can kind of see the way the towns work. It's all 2D, but kind of 3D backgrounds. If you've played the original game, then you're starting to notice a few interesting things. Firstly, Silmeria wasn't exactly free to roam around when we last saw it in the original game. That will come up a little bit later. Secondly, Japan in the last game was actually visited by Valkyrie, and she saw the execution of its king. So that doesn't bode well. But of course, Valkyrie Profile 1 is set in the future to this game. Unfortunately, when Lena saw this, it was when she was visiting the past. So, yeah, they're just spraying water all over the place, broken pumps in this place. So you got an armory. There's a few notes on items you can get from enemies. So, obsidian claws. You can find them from wolf legs, apparently. You can find those sort of things in shops all over the place. And how to make your value custom items. Now, I already know how to do this, so never mind, there was an option to skip out of it, so I guess we're seeing this. Yep. No, no, no. Let me out. Right, we can talk to the shopkeeper. And we can see we've got a few items. We've got 500 OTH. I'm not sure what that's going to mean. We can see a lot of these items have question marks on them. And the only way to find out what they are to sell. You see at the bottom of the screen, it's got a list of items. We sell them that many items and they'll start selling this item. One of each for every 2 burgundy flasks, 1 royal jelly, 1 sunflower seed, and 3 seafood we sell him. You can see them all, weapons, armor, whatever, and selling again. We don't have much. Healing item, group healing item, and 1 resurrection item. And this is just them explaining the favoured customers thing. But we don't need that. That's not actually favoured customers, that's customizing. To get favoured customer items, you just have to spend enough in the shop. Let's go up here. I'm trying to remember if it's in this town that you find the first one. Ah, yes, there's a cat here. No, yes, it is a cat. We can feed it seafood, but we don't have any, which makes Kitty sad. Why is that glowing? It's just light, I guess. I think stay settlements and spells. I can show you about that when we reach combat. I possibly should say about the combat, it's not typical RPG combat. It's kind of action RPG. You can go to the chapel, there's not much to see in there, but I don't think. I'm trying to remember. This is what we want. Time's Goddess spins the thread, round and round the spiral loom. Oh yes, we want to read those. TR were in bold. Yeah, that's actually important. There are little poems like that hidden around several places in the world, and of course, in true RPG style, you find them all, you get stuff. You know, it's just how RPGs work. Do little side quests, get item. So yeah, that's just a brief explanation of the Valkyries. They choose... let's read these as well. Blah-de-blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah, blah, blah. Blah-de-blah, blah, blah, blah-de-blah-de-blah, blah. If you wanted to take time and read these, you can just pause and read them. So what do we know so far? We've got this girl Alicia, who can also duck. She appears to have a Valkyrie within her, and the Valkyrie also said that they have Anheria with them, who are the chosen of the gods to fight in Ragnarok. Ragnarok's not for some time though. That's a save point, not much point in those yet. This is an inn, you can rest, and you can chat to some person. Stealing from elves is a bad idea. Let's not chat to those people, they look boring. Let's chat to this person though. Yeah, so we've got this girl, she's possessed by a Valkyrie, she appears to have some Anheria with her, I can't speak. We can press pause, I thought we got into a menu, but I guess we can't yet. We've also recruited some randomly green hair guy, so I guess that's good enough for one day. Let's carry this on next time. See you then.